I've been playing a bit with a Werewolf pack, but I haven't really built with it. So this time I want to make a build with just the Werewolf pack and the base game. In the werewolf world, there is one empty lot, and that is where I am building. So if you want an easy house to place in there, you can just download this one off the gallery. My vision for this one was to have 3 stories, and the bottom one was kind of a basement, but not really. You see me playing with the terrain paint around here. The back of it is exposed and leading into a kind of backyard, but in the front you don't see the bottom floor. It's not actually a basement. It is the first floor. I'm making a porch at the front, mostly because the terrain didn't really want to connect with the building at that floor where I wanted the front door to be. So I thought I'd just do a porch and then I'll do some stairs leading up to this. Working with the terrain tools is not really my forte, so I am struggling a little bit here, but I think it turned out pretty nice in the end. The world that came with the werewolf pack is pretty nice, but it's also pretty dark, so the lighting isn't perfect around this lot, just like it is with the werewolf pack. Yeah, here I'm placing the stairs and I'm trying to connect the terrain as much as I can to the porch, but it doesn't really want to. So I am gonna use a lot of bushes and other stuff just to kind of hide it here. I am using the debug menu here. This is just the stuff that came with the werewolf pack that's in debug. There are a lot of very pretty plants in there. So if you haven't already, just check out the debug. I wanted the plants to be attached to the soil, not floating around, so I used tool for that. This is the big front door that came with the pack. It's got a bit of an industrial look. Everything in this pack has a bit of rundown industrial look, which fits with the world completely, and it dictates the way this house is gonna look like a lot. It's looking very rundown and industrial. I am just placing the stairs here now, trying to figure out where they should go. I am gonna change the colors of these stairs. I'm not gonna leave them blue. This house has 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. The main bedroom is downstairs. This back bit, and the kitchen is here in the front. The second bedroom is upstairs. There's room for 2 children to sleep upstairs, and the downstairs bedroom has a double bed for 2 parents, so you can fit 4 Sims in here if you want. This left part is open to below, so the living room has a very high ceiling. I thought that looked nice, and I didn't really need that space there. Here I'm playing with the roof. I'm using separate roof pieces. That way when you're playing with this house, the roof isn't clipping in here and you don't have to play with the walls all the way down. I try to make a bit of a saddle shaped roof. It's not even its sides. I am still not entirely sure if I like it or not. But it's definitely a look. And here I'm really struggling with the windows. I wanted something on the top floor that didn't look weird, but also let in a lot of light. Using big windows just didn't make sense in a build like this. It's a very old build. So I went with those tiny windows. Again, I'm not really sure about them, but I think it's the best I could do with just the base game and the werewolf pack. I'm using these columns that came with the werewolf pack. They look like beams you use in a factory, and I thought it looked quite nice with everything else. I am using the tiny source lights here. I am aware that it doesn't suit this build, so I am covering them up with other lights. I'm using those tiny source lights because they emit a lot of light and the others don't, and I hate playing in a very dark house. So that's how I fix it. You can barely see them and you still got a lot of light. This is the kitchen. Even though it's small, you still got a lot of space to work with. These are base game cabinets because we didn't get any kitchen stuff with the werewolf pack. So I'm just went base game. I used the stove with the wood underneath it and a fridge with a glass door. They seem to fit this build. These shelves look really nice, but they were really big. I think they are meant to fit the things you find in the world, but I'm not entirely sure. I am placing tile in here for now, but I am gonna change it later on. We also got this tile with the pack, just one tile on the floor, which looks very run down. I think it's kind of fun and it suits the build. We didn't get any bathroom stuff with the pack, so I'm just using base game. And we got this broken mirror, which is really fun. But I am gonna place it in the bedroom because it didn't really make sense there. I did want a window in the bathroom. It doesn't really look that nice from the outside. You just don't pay attention to how the windows look on the sides and the outside. In the inside it makes sense. These are the suitcases we got with the pack, and we got these nice murals. Just looks really nice. If I had to get together, I would just place a built-in closet, but I am just using base game in the werewolf pack, so those suitcases it is. We didn't get any new double beds, so I'm using a base game one, and I needed to use that clock. It's just too perfect. I'm searching for some window coverings and I found these ones. It's just amazing. I did use a nice one on the back one, and we got this rundown desk, which looks really nice in this build. Well, nice is not really the right word. It looks run down and just put together. And the bed is really the nicest thing in this room. I am searching for wallpapers. The one that came with the pack doesn't really make sense on the inside. I did use those on the outside, the bricks. I really like the bricks that we got. They do look a bit like the ones from the vampires, but I think these are better. And I wanted a fireplace here. I am making a living area here. The whole entire floor is a living area. We don't really have a dining area, because Sims don't sit at the dining table anyway, so why bother? And I really wanted to use the space for skill building, and so your Sims can watch TV and stuff. I love the couch we got. It looks really run down, and this chair is perfect. This rug, we got a nice version and a rundown version, which I love. Here I'm using the nice version. In the basement I'm gonna use the rundown version. This chair is also really nice. It's not run down or anything, and it just fits in here. And I wanted to use the new telescope. I just placed it here down by the window. I'm not entirely sure your Sims can use it inside, but it looks nice. So, and I'm also placing one on the outside later on. We got these plants. I'm just placing a ton of them in here. Yes, and this plant is always okay. Just make the place feel a little bit more alive. And I love those cloth paintings. Placing some firewood next to the fireplace and some more plants in here. And yeah, I'm changing the color of the stairs to black. I think this looks a lot better. And some wood on the outside. I'm using the wood where you can see the nails in it. This base game, I think it looks nice. And I wanted the chimney there because we do have a fireplace. I'm placing a railing here. And yeah, there's a little bathroom upstairs. And then I made those doors way too light. This will be the children's bedroom and bathroom. Of course, cats can use this bathroom as well. I'm placing 2 windows at the back. I'm gonna change that to 1 because it didn't really work with the bunk beds. I love these bunk beds. I was thinking of just making a double bed, but I think this would look nicer, and this way both children have their own place to do their homework. I'm using the same wood as I did on the floor downstairs, and we got these nice clutter items also. And of course some skill building items in here. I'm sorry for the violin. I think I'm gonna yeah, I'm removing it. I don't really like the sound of that violin, especially when the children aren't really proficient with it yet. It sounds really bad. And of course I used the giant dollhouse because I did have the space in here. I rarely have the space to place one of those dollhouses in my build. So now I could, so yeah, I did. This is a very simple bathroom, pretty run down. I basically used the same stuff as downstairs, only I used a tub instead of a shower tub combo. Just because I liked the way it looked. And you students can still shower downstairs. Also the broken window is just perfect. Now we're moving on to the basement. I am using one of those industrial dolls we got. I'm gonna change the color of it. I'm placing a bathroom down here as well. I'm using the same wallpaper as I do on the outside, just to make it look a bit more like a basement, but on the inside walls I am using those wood things that came with the pack. I'm basically using the same stuff as I did in the kids' bathroom here. I'm flipping the bathtub, because otherwise your Sims can't use it. You always need to have the piece with the faucet free, so your Sims can use the one. In this new world there are secret tunnels, and you can actually place an access to those secret tunnels in your house. So that is what I did. That is what that strange looking cabinet thing does. I think that is amazing. And yeah, you can just access the tunnels and find different ways into town. Also placing the new workout equipment we got here, and I did place the new crib in here. Just because it's a basement and you place all the stuff in here, and I thought maybe they would have put it in here. I love the new mirror, the crescent moon mirror. It's so beautiful. And of course we got a new bar with this pack. I mean, when do we not get a new bar? So I just placed it here downstairs. I'm flattening the terrain here a little bit so I can place some backyard stuff here. We got a new fire pit thing here. It just looks like furniture that you can burn up. I tried to place a seating around it like you can do with some of the fire pits, but this didn't work. So it's just the seating is not connected to the fire pit. And here is the other telescope that I promised I put outside, so your Sims can actually use it and get hit by meteors if you prefer. There is a log your Sims can sit on and a bench. I just really wanted to make it look a bit run down like the rest of the building is. I did place some wall lights there so you can see at night. And now I'm going into the debug menu just to find a lot of plants to put around here. I found these rocks which look really nice, and a big tree there, and yeah, the tree stump that was fallen down. I also love the fence we got, and I'm just using plants to fill in the gaps where the terrain paint didn't want to meet the house. Just covering it up as much as I can. Yeah, as I'm searching for the new terrain paint, we did get one in the base game, which matches the one in the world here, so we can actually connect the path to the rest of the world, which is kind of new. I'm just finishing up the build here with some last terrain paint, and these are the screenshots. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please press like, as it really helps spread this video to more people that might like it. I also got a werewolf series on this channel, the link is here on screen, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.